Hey y'all, it's Victoria. It is video number 3. So I am here to talk again and for this YouTube thing that I'm trying to do. And yeah, so far so good, I guess. I wanted to talk today. I've done the second video was about my facial surgery, and this one today is going to be about bottom surgery, which is a pretty big one. I had my surgery about 6 months ago, actually exactly 6 months ago today. And which is kind of cool, and a happy half-year anniversary, I guess. And it's weird because it feels like I've always had it now. So that's kind of cool. Like, it's like always the way it was supposed to be, I guess. So my bottom surgery was done in Montreal, paid for by the Canadian government, which is pretty cool. I think otherwise it would have been probably like $40,000 or $50,000 or whatever the fuck it is. Anyways, so that I got that done, and the surgery itself was very short, about 2 hours and change, I think, maybe even a little bit less. And the recovery is, I think you're in the hospital, like a convalescent house. You're there for about a week, and they teach you how to take care of it. They actually, for the first 2 days, you actually have a stent in there. It holds the vaginal cavity open for a couple of days. So when you wake up, you have this giant padding here. It's like out to here. And you still, when you wake up, it's still pretty amazing because you wake up and you realize the all the appendage is gone. And so you wake up and you see this like big wrapping around your lower nether regions, and then after a couple of days they take out the stent, and that was craziest experience because that was never there before. So I'm lying there on the nurse's operating table, I guess, like this, and she's cutting all the stitches down there, and it's just super nervous. And then she's like, okay, you gotta get ready because I'm gonna pull it out. And I'm like, do it. So she's like, quickly or slowly? I'm like, just do it. And so she pulls it out. It was the weirdest feeling, to say the least. Felt like this amazing relief when it was gone, because it'd been like holding that place open for 3 days or something like that. So they pull it out, and of course I burst into tears, not from the pain, but from the getting to see my very, very badly swollen and bruised nether regions, but still looked really good. So I was really happy. It was such an experience. They take such good care of me there in Montreal, and there was a whole bunch of other trans girls there and a few trans guys as well. And they were getting penises, I guess, put there, and some of them were taking them from their forearm, some were taking them from their leg. There's one that takes them from the torso, but anyways, that's a whole different story, different direction, I guess. And so after they take it out, they have to teach you how to take care of it and dilate and clean it and sitz bath, and you still have the catheter in for I think another day or so. And then when they take the catheter out, that was actually more painful than taking out the stent. And then they go like, you gotta go pee, and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go pee. And so that was, I stood in the toilet, and I'm like, okay, I know I have to pee, but nothing's coming out. And I sit there and I sit there and I sit there, and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna push. And so I'm pushing, and then all of a sudden it's like you're in a car wash, except it's piss, and it's like spraying all over the place in the toilet seat. And then you do your thing, and it's, with a guy peeing, it's so easy. You can direct it, you know exactly when it's coming, you can actually feel it coming out the urethra right until like the last second. Like with this, it's like you have no idea when it's going to happen. So it comes out and you figure it out, and then they take this ultrasound machine down to your bladder and they check that you've emptied your bladder properly, and I did. And I got like 99.9% of the fluid out, which was great, which means the muscles were working properly. And then, mind you, still the pee doesn't go the way it's supposed to go. It still sprays. But at least now I kind of know what to expect. So anyways, after the whole peeing thing is done, they have to teach you how to dilate. And now dilating is a multi-step process where you put larger and larger dildos, pretty much, different colored ones, the very smooth, hard plastic, and you put them in and you hold it, and you have to make sure that you get it to the right depth. And then after you do that one, you take it out and you put the big one in, and you have to do that one, you have to hold it. And initially I was doing it like 4 times a day, which was about 7 hours of my life. So 7 hours of that was cleaning the dilators, holding it in, having a bath, douching, all sorts of craziness, and then having to rewash the things that you have to put in, right? So you finish all that stuff, and then after a month you go down to 3 dilations, and then you go down to 2, and now right now I'm at 1, so it's very manageable. I do it once a day. It still takes me about an hour and a half. And so it's such a weird topic to talk about. But anyways, so I do it once a day, I get it done, and I'm at 6 months now. So over the next few months, I'm going to start doing it less and less until I get to a year when I can start doing it once a week. Once a week for the rest of my life, which is great. I could do it. That's pretty manageable. But that means I always have to have my dilators with me. I have to always be kind of prepared. Anyways, so the dilating part is probably the hardest part of the transition, to be honest with you, like in terms of like the bottom surgery at least. It's so time consuming. Like for the first few months I really couldn't work. Luckily I had some money in the bank to kind of fund myself, even though that's all gone, but whatever. And even now, like doing it once a day, it's still quite taxing. I still have to do it at the end of the day. I have to plan my days. If I want to go out, I have to know that I have to do it before or whatever. But that part is kind of happy that it's now really kind of a manageable amount of time. In terms of pain, I get this question a lot. Was it super painful? It's crazy, but it wasn't. When I left the hospital after, I think, the 8th day, that was the last time I took pain medication. So I never took pain medication after. I mean, it wasn't like the most pleasant feeling thing, but it was not painful either. Like it was just a slight discomfort. Every once in a while I would get like this, like let's call it phantom pain. Like you feel like your balls hurt. Like, well, they're not there anymore. And so the phantom pain is the weirdest thing because it's like a pain that's outside of your body. Like, you know how you can feel like when your arm is itchy or something, you know exactly where to scratch. Well, the same thing with the phantom pain, except like it's in a place that there's nothing actually there. It's air. So you have this feeling, you're like, I can't itch the air and make this stupid thing go away. But anyways, so that part is more like comical, I guess, in the end. But the pain was really rather manageable. Like I never really had like strong discomfort. Like the pain, even right after surgery, the pain was never more than like maybe like a 4 out of 10, which is pretty good. Anyways, this was a pretty funny topic. A little bit embarrassing for me, but also I'm sure hopefully very informative for anyone who wants to get it done, has had it done, doesn't want to get it done, but wants to know a little bit about it, and what it's like for us trans people who actually end up doing it. So anyways, have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye. Bye, everybody.